What's good, family? So in this video right here, Kanye West is now claiming to be God. Now, he has come out openly saying that Jesus is king. He created an album called that. He's made music praising Jesus. He's done the whole 9 yards. But now he's about to talk about his relationship with Jesus, I guess how it's changed over time, and why he considers himself to be God at this point. Without further ado, let's get straight into this.
Oh.
What is the difference though when you hear, and music is like life, you know what I'm saying? And life, you're kind of like this, you know what I'm saying? And some people try to put you into a yesterday mode. You know, at one point, we hear, and this is all you. We hear, you know, Jesus is king. We hear this, but that's all you. Then there's sometimes you just want to say, man, not fuck it, but you just want to say, man, this is what I'm feeling right now. Are you in that space where you're comfortable enough to say, this is where I am right now? I'm still a man of God. Jesus still is king, but this is vultures right now. This is where I am.
It is, but I have my issues with Jesus. There's a lot of stuff I went through that I prayed and I didn't see Jesus show up. So I had to put my experience in this world, my experience with my children, my experience with other people, my experience with my account, my experience with my brand, and my experience with the level of music that I was dealing with in my own hands. Like a lot of times I just feel like in our society in America, you know, people, Christians, we'll depend on Jesus so much that we won't put the word in ourselves. And the main thing that really that I don't rock with is like, it's just always like, I'm gonna pray for you. And it's just like, you can actually physically do something yourself too, more than just pray. And we're so in this mentality that's all that needs to happen, but we ain't praying our way out of prison. We ain't praying our way out of the abortion clinics. We ain't praying our way to get our land back that was always ours after gentrification, after the Harlem Renaissance and Black Wall Street was burned to the ground. Them prayers ain't working. We have to apply actual physical building partnerships, and it don't start unless we could really be real with each other and say, this is what I did, this is what I did. Like, I mean, look at this. I know I'm not gonna third rail your interview, but look at the power of what happened when me and Kyrie was on the same page. See, that's what's scary. But what they do is they put us each in a silo and say, your grandmother gonna lose her crib, and this gonna, you know how many threats?
You know, it's interesting for the fact that he's talking about how he has prayed to Jesus multiple times, and just a couple of times he didn't show up. And I guess as you grow and like in your relationship with God, Jesus, it shows up in different ways. But once you look at it at the end, it's like, okay, that's why it happened this way. So in this instance, a lot of the times, God will bless you with the wisdom to be able to handle that situation on your own. Or a lot of the times, like, God is there to be able to transform you so you can actually get through those obstacles. You get what I'm saying? So it's like he's gonna give you the tools and the right way of thinking to get through that specific time in your life, which it seems is exactly how it played out for Kanye West. Now, I don't know what exactly he was expecting God to do in that situation, but at the end of the day, God has free will the same way he's given us free will. So it's not like God is a genie in the bottle and we say, yo, God, I want this. Boom. Mercedes-Benz in my garage right now. You feel what I'm saying? That's not how I believe it to work. Now, if it's in the will of God that he wants to do something, then he will have it be done that way. But a lot of the times I realize that God transforms the actual individual to be able to handle that situation and make it through. So in this instance for Kanye West, he ended up using his knowledge and he put in the work. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we have to end up putting in the work. Like, the folding the hands leads to poverty. It says that in the Bible. It says a whole lot of different things right there. So let's continue what he's saying though.
We've been dealt with, and I didn't pray my way through them threats either. I had to get up and do it myself. I had so much to do, I ain't had time to pray.
Only are we talking about music, some things I don't, whatever.
I guess it lagged right here.
with some things I don't, whatever it may be, but you gotta have that conversation. And not only are we talking about music, but we're three men here with families. We're three men here with obligations, responsibilities, and that is some of the stuff that we do supersedes our entertainment.
Yeah, like I had a responsibility to all the people that were stealing from me.
Mm-hmm. Speak on it.
Like, I'm responsible.
I'm gonna fast forward to the part where he claims to be God. So now this is the part where he's getting into the fact that he's claiming to be God.
Wow.
And the other joke they had is, what would we do if artists figured out their own distribution? And the punchline is, we'd have to kill them. So I'll be surprised that I'm still alive every day.
How did you not so-called disappear? Like, cause that's a hell of a fight.
Cause, you know, cause I'm God. And anyone that disagree, I'm the God of me, and you can't tell me who I am. I can't tell y'all. I could tell y'all, it's y'all job to listen. I'm the God of me. I don't know if I'm in heaven already and shit. I got number one from that. For all you know, I might be on like a fourth dimension version of the lifestyle. You know, I don't know. Like I said, I must have died in this accident. It must be heaven. I feel like, you know, there's people, tech guys and shit like Shervin or Elon. Elon always says, whatever would be the funniest outcome is
It's real interesting how his entire demeanor changed. Like right before he made that statement. Like he like blanked out, was just like looking very intently ahead, and then made that statement.
He's just thinking like, what is the most insane version of something? And that's the version that should happen. My boy Shervin said, God or alien or universal, whatever happens, it feels like victory favors the brave. Like the people that lean into it, that give, because it's all like ears. It just threats at the end of the day. It's like, why should you fear? You know, it's another thing I don't like in Christianity, the fear of God. If God is love, why should you fear him? Because you place one fear, you get another fear, you get another fear, what do you have at that point? You're easily controllable. You're easily sellable. You're easily contracted because you have this fear on you. Like, everybody gonna die eventually, but I'm gonna live my entire life with zero fear. Fear of a contract, fear of perception, fear of getting my black card denied. Fear. I'm not gonna jump in front of a train.
Right.
Be conscious.
Right.
You know.
Now, I understand what Kanye West is saying. That was like one of my big things. Like, I didn't really put my faith in Jesus. Like, I didn't have as much faith in Jesus when I first had heard like the fear of God. My best friend had just put on this sermon, and in the sermon he kept on saying the fear of God. You need to fear God. Fear God. In my mind, I'm like, yo, why like fear God? Fear is not a good thing. Like, fear is like a low, this is the way I was interpreting it. Fear is such a low vibrational frequency. Like, why you shouldn't fear anything. Basically what Kanye West is saying. But as I began to like, you know, read Proverbs and continue with the just reading like the New Testament, understanding God and his nature much more, I began to understand, like in Proverbs it says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And in this, I was able to understand that the fear is more so having a reverence for how powerful this being is, like the creator, like God could destroy everything. And the reason why fearing God is important, because at the end of the day, when it comes to the people, the enemies of God, they are going to be destroyed. They're going to be put to hell in the lake of fire. Like, that's a huge thing for eternity. Now we're dealing with the individual I can't recall an individual, a being that has that type of power to do so. And now if people don't believe that if you don't believe in like heaven or hell, for eternity, then basically you're saying that you believe that evil wins. Because that means you could do any type of evil you want. You could have the worst person that actually like rejects God, kills, mass genocide, and they have no punishment. So essentially, evil will win if there's no punishment for the evil that's done. You get what I'm saying? Or for the individual that is openly rejecting the creator of the entire universe and them. So fearing God is just having that reverence for the being that's able to put someone's soul, a wicked soul that rejected him, into the lake of fire for eternity. It's just having that reverence for his powerful nature, you know.
In front of a train.
Right.
Be conscious.
Right.
You know. Ain't nobody finna tell me shit, call me shit, tell nobody around me shit, play with nobody around me. None of that. It's straight from Pink Polo. I got a chip on my shoulder. I'm a lawyer from Carlito's Way. I'm fried at this point. Fuck every label, fuck every contract, fuck any type of phone calls. We number one. It's fuck everybody. You better not bring your bitch around.
Right. And what do you think what do you think Vultures 2 and 3?
All right, we're gonna leave that right there. The last thing I'm gonna touch on is what Kanye West said about him being. He did clarify. First he said, "I am God." That is the first statement he made. So that's not. I'm not actually like clickbaiting y'all or exaggerating what he said. He said, "I am God," and then he said, "I am the God of myself." He can do whatever he wants, and that's just another topic that we could get into when it comes to free will. Now, just because we have free will, does that make us the God of ourselves? Like, who granted us the free will? You get what I'm saying? Like, who granted us the ability to do whatever we want? Now, my belief and my perception of the world, I believe that God gave us the free will. Reason being, from my understanding of free will and love, is that love has to be freely given for it to actually be love. Now, say, for example, there was an individual, say your girlfriend or boyfriend was being paid to actually love you. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's why they're loving you, is because they're being paid. And you find that out, then it's like, yo, that's crazy. Like, you just love me because someone's paying you. It's not like you're freely loving me. It will no longer necessarily be love. So free will is given. So God is giving us a free will to actually decide whether we want to love him or not, to serve him or not. Because he could have easily just made us all robots. But then love wouldn't exist between the creator and the creation. So comment any thoughts, opinions, or just new ideas that you have on any topic that I mentioned within this video. I love you guys. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Peace.